Good afternoon, students. Class 8, Chapter 14, Exercise 14.2, Question number 2, Factorize. Now, we're going to cover all the 8 questions from question number 2, sub question number 1 to 8. Again, there is a common trick to solve all these questions from 1 to 8. The common trick is that we are going to make use of this formula. You can say algebraic identity. A square minus B square is equal to A plus B in one bracket and A minus B into another bracket. So this is the common trick that is useful for finding the factors of all these questions. So let's move for the first one. Here 4p square minus 9q square. Again we have to take square root and this square root. But here this time there are only two terms. So we going to make use of this identity. So what is the square root of 4p square? It is 2p whole bracket square minus 9q square. Square root of 9 is 3 and square root of q square is q, this bracket square. We can see now this term is converted into this form, that is a square, and this term it becomes b square. So here what is the value of a now? The value of a is 2p. What is the value of b is here? Is 3q. And one important thing, there should be always minus sign. Now the right hand side of the same is a plus b, and in another bracket a minus b. So our factors are 2p plus 3q, and second is 2p minus 3q. These are the factors for the first question. Similar way, we can find the second factors of the second. See, 63 a square minus 112 b square. But here it is not a perfect square, and here it is also not a perfect square. So what can be the common? We can see this 7 9s are 63, and this one is 7 again. So what are the factors? 7, then this 7 6 are 42. So here we got a perfect square, and we can take the common from these two, that is 7 can be taken as a common. As we took the 7 common, it becomes 9 a square minus 16 b square. One step is added in the previous question. Now again come to the same trick. Now these two numbers are perfect square, these one are also perfect square. So we can write in this form, square root of this is 3a, square root of 16b square is 4b, bracket square. Now the term is in the identity, left hand side of the identity, that is a square, and this one is a b square. Again, as per the rule, the right hand side. So we're going to add them in one bracket, 3a plus 4b into another bracket, 3a minus 4b, and these are the factors of the question number 2. Similar way, we can find the factors of this directly. Here 49 is a perfect square, x square is there. 36 is also a perfect square. So you can answer directly 7x bracket square 6 bracket square. A square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. So what must be the answer? Orally we can tell 7x plus 6 in one bracket, 7x minus 6 into another bracket. Let's see the solution of the rest of the questions. So again, this third one just now we discussed, but we'll write it down in detail. So this time I am going to make use of the direct one. 7x bracket square 6 bracket square. So what is the factors are? 7x plus 6, 7x minus 6. Move for the fourth one. Here 16 x raised to 5 minus 144 x cube. Again, this time the constant number is a perfect square, but the variable is not a perfect square. But here we can see the power. So we can take x cube as common. As we take an x cube as a common in bracket, it is 16 x square, 5 minus 3. 144 x cube is taken outside. Now again you can see this is converted into the trig. So we can write like this, 4x bracket square, square root of 16. 144, it is the square of 12. Again this is converted into the form of a square minus b square. See the right hand side, we have to take in one bracket with plus sign, in another bracket with minus sign. Let's move for the fifth question. Now here in fifth question, L plus M bracket square minus L minus M bracket square. This time already it is given in the form of perfect square. So we are going to use direct formula, that is addition into one bracket and subtraction. So while doing subtraction we must use the bracket, as minus sign is there. The term inside the bracket will get changed in sign. This plus m minus n will get cancelled, so it becomes twice of L. Here L plus m, as minus sign is there, minus becomes plus, minus into minus plus. So plus L minus L cancel. So these are the factors, 2L, and in this bracket 2m. So we can write them like this, 4LM. In this way we can solve question number 6. Can you guess how can we solve question number 6 by using the same trick? Again, there is a 9x square y square. So question number, it is 6th actually. 9x square y square minus 16. You can see these two numbers, means this one is a perfect square, 3xy bracket square and 4 bracket square. Again here a and this term is b. So we can take them into one bracket. 3xy plus 4, 3xy minus 4. This is factorized by using the same trick. Let's go for the seventh. The seventh, x square minus 2xy plus y square minus z square. Again, use the previous trick. Square root of x square is x, square root of y square is y, sign of the middle term minus, it becomes x minus y bracket square minus z square. Now it is converted into this identity, that is a square, and this one is a b square. We have to take them into one bracket as with a plus sign, in another bracket with minus sign. So we got the factors. Now let's move for the last 8 one and give it as a star mark because it is having some special adjustment. So see this question number 8. 25 a square minus 4b square plus 28 bc minus 49 c square. The same adjustment with little bit change. See this. A square is totally different than these three terms because b square, c square and bc product is there. So we have to take first minus sign outside. As we taken the minus sign, it becomes 4b square minus 28bc, and this minus becomes plus 49c square. Now 25 can be written as 5a square. Now again make use of the previous trick. Square root of this is 2b. Square root of this is 7c. And the sign of the middle number is minus, and this bracket square. Now see this magic. Here a and this term is b. A square minus b square. Again we have to take this 2 as a plus sign into one bracket, into another bracket. We have to take their difference. So 5a minus, as there is a negative sign, we have to make another bracket, and the factors after simplification are 5a minus 2b minus 7c. So all the questions from 1 to 8 are solved by using the identity a square minus b square equals to a plus b into one bracket and a minus b into another bracket. Every time we have to convert these two terms into the form of a and b, and that's why we are representing this term by capital A and capital P.